Hello and welcome to Conscious Content. I'm Melissa here at the Conscious Life Expo 2014 in LAX at the Hilton. And I'm here with Deborah Stuart, the founder of Hai Chi, the leader in energy design. Deborah, can you tell me more about your jewelry company and what puts the chi in Hai Chi?
Well, Melissa, we have over 19 years of research and development behind us in the field of energy medicine. And when I started my company 19 years ago, my goal was to energize jewelry and clothing. My background's fashion, and we've more than succeeded. We have over 100 new energy fields in our collection. Each of them are impeccable, pristine, beautifully balanced. We actually are incredibly well researched. We're a very scientific company. We have over 50 different measuring devices in our research facility. We use 8 just to balance the energy, 6 of which are found in the Great Pyramid. We are the platinum standard in subtle energy science. And what we've discovered is that not all energy is created equal. Even the most beautiful energy, if not properly balanced, can turn the energy signal into what is called oscillation. And in 1972, Wayne Cook was at Stanford University doing research. He's one of the energy, subtle energy science pioneers, and he was able to show that oscillation is worse for you than radiation. Okay, and essentially almost all man-made energies out there are oscillating because people do not know how to test. This is, as I said, it's the Wild West. And what is so extraordinary about our body of work is that we test every single energy. And we have over 50 different measuring devices in our research facility. As I said, we've discovered that I could add the energy of love to an energy field. If it weren't balanced, it would turn the energy field into oscillation. And again, oscillation is worse for you than radiation. So we are extremely well researched. Our energies are beautiful. The ancient Egyptians actually believed these same energies not only create gateways to the divine, but they protect from negative energies from others, which we believe is the big issue here, is being sovereign in your own energy field.
That's right.
So you're not picking up other people's thoughts and feeling other people's feelings. It's enough to manage your own without everybody else's shenanigans.
That's amazing, because that's really big right now, especially in the conscious spiritual field, is energy protection, because so much is going on in our world. How else does your jewelry protect us from those things?
Well, we have a study done by Dr. Glenn Ryan, formerly of Stanford University, showing how the energy on our jewelry protects the DNA from radiation from cell phones and gets the energy flowing in the body.
And there's actually a study that
shows that. There is a study, and we have another study done by Dr. George von Bose in biofeedback, and he was able to show how Hai Chi energy takes you into that lovely alpha theta, the happiness brainwave frequency.
Oh, I felt that for sure.
Yeah, actually our company is called Hai Chi because we just want to get you high, higher state of consciousness.
That's what happened with the blocks. I held the blocks in my hand, and I had to set them down because I started to feel a little bit too high. Yeah,
well, these are actually energy cubes, and they're acrylic.
Yeah.
And they acrylic bonds extremely well to subtle energy. And so we call these the building blocks of Hai Chi because we have over now 100 new energy fields. Each of them are truly so beautiful. And you can actually stack them in your hands, and the more you stack them, the more the energy. And that's what you experience, because sometimes it can be a little, unless you're really grounded, it can be a little bit, it's like you can get off balance. So, and we actually have a great energy for grounding as well.
Yeah,
so.
It felt good for sure. And then when you talk about these different energy fields, what are some of the energy fields?
Well, we have self-love, which is very important. Our foundational energy are the 12 higher harmonics that are found in music and color. We have them energetically. In fact, what is so exciting about the 12 higher harmonics is one of my great mentors, Dr. Ibrahim Karim of biogeometry. And biogeometry, they have 40 years of research and development behind them, and that's the foundation of Hai Chi. And how I heard about him is that he was called into a little town in Hamburg, Switzerland by Swiss Telecom. And actually, Swiss Telecom had put a cell phone transceiver into a bell tower, and people in the town were getting ill from cell phone radiation. using the same energy that is now on high chi, he was able to transform those energies, and everybody got well again.
Oh wow, I'm getting truth chills right now as you speak about this. That's so amazing.
When I heard about his work, I was like a dog on a bone, because it's all about transformation. That's really what we want to do in our own lives, and that's what we're doing energetically. We're not blocking negative electromagnetic energy fields, negative energies from others. We're transforming them and into what are called these 3 higher harmonics, which the ancient Egyptians believe create gateways to the divine, so you're connected, and also protect from negative energies from others, whether that's be negative entities or negative, just other people's energies. It's really what you want to do is be sovereign in your own energy field.
Okay. All right, Deborah, what is the difference between oscillation and radiation? What is oscillation?
Okay, well, oscillation is very interesting. As I said before, it's worse for you than radiation. And essentially how you test for oscillation, it's very interesting. John Civitan, he's our Director of Research and Development, and he's been dowsing ever since using a pendulum. It's called radiesthesia, ever since he's 3 years old. His mom was dowsing in the supermarket for vegetables just to see how the life force was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and if it, like a positive spin, if she found it was a good positive spin, she'd buy it. Okay, so here's what oscillation is. Like a regular energy field, people think if it has just a positive spin, it's good. Okay, but not so. A good energy field will have a positive spin. The pendulum will turn right to the right for a while, then it'll stop, and then it'll go to the left for a while. Then it'll stop, then it'll go to the right for a while. Then it'll stop, and then it'll go to the left for a while. And after half an hour, your pendulum keeps on doing that for us. That's how we test. Actually, John puts his arm in a sling for over half an hour to test an energy field to see if it lasts like that for half an hour. Now, what oscillation is that it'll go to the right for a while, and it'll stop. Then it'll go to the left for a while, and it stops. And it goes faster to the right, fast to the left, fast to the right, left. So then it starts oscillating like this. It's a terrible energy. And so people just think, they use their pendulum and they'll go to the right. Oh, we've got a good energy.
Because it would spin you out too much?
Yeah, it just spins you right out. It's just, it's worse than chaos.
It's not balanced, basically.
Yeah, it's not balanced. It's very bad for you. So it's not just if for the radiesthesists out there, if they're, they test an energy and they say, it's got a positive spin, that's just not enough. You really have to do the work. You have to test for oscillation. And what's so interesting is John Civitan, he was doused for landmines in the U.S. Army in the Vietnam War. And he would use his pendulum or a divining rod, either one. And he was actually awarded the highest honors in battle because he would go into a landmine during the war, and he would actually find them, and then somebody would walk behind him, and they'd deactivate them. And John trained 40 troops under him, and they all have all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. And it's so interesting because the landmines are also an oscillating energy. So just to give you an idea, it's not a good energy. It's really nasty stuff. So, and people say, radiesthesia, it's not a science. Well, the U.S. Army considers it scientific enough that they're dowsing for landmines with it.
And so it'll work for us.
Yeah, so it works for us. It's good enough for them, it's good enough for us.
Works for Hai Chi.
That's right.
How did you get started in this company?
Well, as I said, my background is fashion, and I took a year off, and a year off to the day. I just wanted to find something that for me had more meaning, significance, and not that fashion does not, I love fashion. It's so creative and so marvelous. But I wanted to do something that really spoke to me on a spiritual level, because that really is my path this lifetime. And I'm a metaphysician, and I discovered energy medicine a year to that day, and I knew this was next. I just knew this was the next wave. I know energy medicine is where the computer industry was when it first started, and my intention at that time was to ride this wave in at the forefront, and energetically we are there. And that's because I spent 19 years in research and full-time research and development, and now I really have accomplished what I came to do on the body of work that we've done in energy medicine, and now it's time to get it out to the world.
I love it. And how long has the company been out there?
Well, we've been in business for 19 years. Hai Chi, the energy jewelry company, has been almost 7 years now, and our energies are just so beautiful. They're just very grounding, very, just quite extraordinary.
Yes, I love it. Also uplifting. And I also wanted to ask you about how are you creating a conscious business? Because I see that you are taking your fashion from your background and bridging it with, your new spiritual purpose. So can you speak on how it's a conscious business?
Well, I believe that we create everything. I believe that we're here to consciously create success on every single level, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And Hai Chi are also energy tools. So anytime you're feeling anxiety or fear or frustration or loneliness or despair or any of those emotions that we're really not supposed to feel, I mean, we're allowed to be in love. And when we're in love, we're in the zone, we're in the flow. But we're not, because we're connected to Source, but we're not allowed to feel these other emotions. And it's when we're feeling most deeply, we're most connected. So these are energy tools. So and one of the energies actually in the jewelry is white light. And white light is not only very protective, it creates a subtle energy armoring around your whole energy field, but white light is also, it's a carrying wave. So you simply hold the pendant with the left, your energy comes into your left hand, across your shoulders, down your right, you feel the emotion and you flick it out with your right, like you're flicking water off your fingers, just like that. Yeah. And we've been able to show through the heart math technology that your heart rate goes coherent. You're in a no stress zone. You're reconnected to Source.
I was going to ask, how do you make out at these booths, at these expos?
Well, it's interesting. This year it's really taking off. And our company also is taking off now because we've been in research and development for 19 years. And I've actually, as I said, I've done what I came to do. And now we're just going to have fun and market Hai Chi. And it's very exciting. You're very exciting.
And how do you market consciously?
Consciousness, or
like in conscious business, like how do you market consciously and run your business in a conscious way?
Well, I think that for me it's really about, that's really a great question, but it's really about being truthful about what works, what doesn't work vis-a-vis the energies, and we've done an enormous amount of research. We did over almost 30 shows for the past 3 years, just so that in trade shows, which is like my suitcase was always in my bedroom on the floor. It was always packed. But because we want to understand what people are experiencing with the energies. We know they're beautiful, we know they're pristine, but it's also a lot of education. It's so much education. That's been a lot of what we're doing, is really educating people as to what is really good and what is bad energy. Just because you can feel it doesn't mean it's good energy. In fact, you should really not pick up energized things unless you know, as I said, that it's been tested for oscillation, because really those energies come in through your left hand and they're in your body. And there's enough out there without having to deal with unconscious energies, if you will. So we're extremely conscious in the energies we create, and also the feedback from people, what they love, what they're experiencing. And I think more than anything, the feedback we get is people feel better, they feel uplifted. And using Hai Chi as an energy tool is also so important. I think that's really the conscious part of it. That as I say, Hai Chi will not brush your teeth for you. You need to do the work. If you're not feeling, you're no longer connected to Source. And no matter, what you're hoping for, or wishing for, or doing your creative visualizations for, if you're not connected, you cannot receive them. So the most important thing we can do is to feel wonderful, connected. And so that's what Hai Chi is. We're energy tools.
I love it. And you are an energy tool as well. So thank you so much for watching Conscious Content TV. And check out Deborah Stuart at highchi.com. And we'll see you later on Conscious Content TV. Bye-bye.
Bye.